Welcome to this week's edition of the Gadget Man, where I will be talking about the ASUS ZenPad 3 S10, a great alternative to the obvious.
Okay, all flight controllers, gonna go for landing. Retro, go. Righto, go. Guidance, go. Control, go. Telcom, go. GNC, go. Ecom, go. Surgeon, go. Capcom, we're go for landing.
I'm a real fan of tablet computers. I love to be able to comfortably read ebooks, magazines and news websites, and I really enjoy watching streamed movies and catching up on TV as well, either on the move or in the comfort of my own home. But make no mistake, modern smartphones are also great for these sort of things too. And to be fair, if you're sitting on a train and it's cramped, then a smartphone's probably better than pulling out a big iPad. But they do give you that extra space to comfortably read digital versions of magazines in almost their intended footprint. This is possibly what has driven the gradual increase in screen sizes on both phones and tablets, becoming a replacement for our own TVs in many ways, and it changes the way we also watch video. Having dominated the market for so long, the iPad in all its various sizes is a hard act to follow, let alone beat. And I've seen contenders in the past from Nokia and Samsung, both promised great things but stumbled where it mattered, and that was performance. The ASUS ZenPad 3 S10 definitely ticks every box with regard to performance. Packs a hexa-core CPU, which is basically 6 CPUs packed on one chip. It's 4GB of RAM, 32 or 64GB of data storage, and a super bright 9.7-inch IPS LCD screen, which has a resolution of 1536 by 2048. Around the screen is an incredibly thin bezel, so although it shares the same size screen as the iPad, it is in fact slightly smaller, I believe, and it feels that when you hold it. It's got lovely inbuilt speakers which have DTS surround sound, a really nice and loud experience. The case is made from aluminium with front 5MP and rear 8MP cameras. The rear camera includes geotagging, touch focus, face detection, HDR, panorama, and both cameras are available to record in 1080 video too. You charge the ZenPad using the supplied USB-C cable. USB-C is the newest style of USB cable, which means that you can plug it in either upside down or back to front or whatever you like, and it always works. It's also got a fast charger, which are great. I love fast chargers. It means you can charge that battery up to 83% in about half an hour, which is fantastic. Security is provided by an integrated fingerprint, which is seamlessly embedded on the front central button, which many people have seen before. There is also a stand that comes with it, but to be fair, I used it a couple of times and it didn't really feel terribly stable. I think it was made from cardboard, so I used it a couple of times just to see what happens, and then put it back in the box. ASUS have bundled masses of software along with the standard Google suite of apps such as Gmail, Google Docs, Maps, etc. They've also put in their own apps for helping you with photo manipulation, video production and things like that. Really helpful and very easy to use. They've modified the stock Android experience and now allow you to customize almost everything in the user experience. They've gone with 4:3 screen rather than the 16:9. I kind of prefer 16:9, but the 4:3 screen is obviously directly aimed at iPad again, so it's great for reading ebooks, magazines and surfing the web and all of those things. Watching movies in widescreen, you're obviously going to get thicker bars at the top and bottom of the screen, but it didn't really interfere with the enjoyment of using this device. ASUS seem to have gone to a lot of trouble to make this product luxury, or feel luxury. It weighs 430 grams, 5.8mm thick, and it's got diamond cut bevels and its nicely etched logo on the back. It really does feel really lovely. The colour reproduction is amazing and not oversaturated, and of course with the hexa-core processor it makes just about any task completed very quickly. It's a great device really, possibly one of the best I've come across in this kind of arena, even getting close to being a better device maybe than the iPad. And at around £299 it comes in about £100 cheaper than an iPad Air, and in fairness to both it performs admirably. So if you are looking for an alternative to the obvious and your budget doesn't stretch to the obvious, I really would encourage you to have a look at the ZenPad 3 S10. Give it a try in your local computer store and see what you think. So thanks very much for listening into this podcast. I will be back in a few days talking about the GoPro session and also the Roku 3, which is a great streaming device. And I also have a very nice, in my hand at the moment, 360 Fly 4K. I'll be looking forward to telling you all about that as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and if you've got any comments, just let me know. And also you can read some of my reviews on thegadgetman.org.uk. Thanks very much.